Today, we are going to talk about the note taking strategy for speaking part 2. Let's just say that you just got the cue card from the examiner, and the question looks somewhat like this. Describe a place you have visited where you can see interesting animals. You should say why you went there, what the place looked like, what you did there, and say which animals you found particularly interesting. If you're somebody who is not being able to extend your answers for 2 minutes, then you might be making these two mistakes. The first one is that you might just be relying on these four questions, which might not be enough. So, first, you must have the ability to create your own questions. For that, you must be aware about what WH question means. There are 5W and 1H that you should be very familiar with, especially if you are preparing for the IELTS test. What are that 5W? What, why, where, when, and who. And then we also have 1H, which is how. If we look at the cue card, we do not have questions like where the place is or when did you go there, who was there with you when you visited zoo, or how did you go there, or how did you feel after you visited zoo. Now, if you are somebody who is really good with creating these WH questions, you should not just rely on the given questions. You can even create your own questions and plan responses accordingly. The second mistake that you might be making is that you might not be extending your responses enough. For example, the last question says, say which animals you found particularly interesting. If you're just saying that, I found tigers to be the most interesting ones, it's not complete, it's not going to be enough. So what you can rather do is you can build story around it. You can say that when I was a kid, I was really into channels like National Geography and Discovery, and these television channels displayed animals of various kind in different locations. And something I found particularly fascinating was the hunting process, how animals like tigers and lions would be chasing the smaller animals. And the scene was very scary for me, but then I found it to be really interesting to watch. And I really wanted to see those animals in real life as well. So, tigers were one of the most interesting animal types, which I found to be really interesting when I visited the zoo. What I did is I built a story around I found tigers to be interesting. I gave background on what made me interested towards tigers. Now, that's something that can help you with extending the responses. But because this video is going to be more about note taking, let's jump to that part now. If we look at the question, it says describe a place you have visited, but you don't really need to write notes for that. You don't really need to write I visited zoo and it is located in a place called Jawlak Hill. The name of the zoo is Central Zoo. For that, you do not really need to write any notes. Why? Because if you have made up your mind that you're going to talk about zoo, you'll probably not forget the name of the zoo, or you'll not forget that you're going to talk about zoo. So writing zoo or Central Zoo or Jawlak Hill, it's not necessary. You can directly jump with preparing notes that you might forget while you're speaking. Like if we look at the first question, it says why you went there. While preparing the notes, just remember that if you start writing, I went there because it was my birthday, it's not going to be enough, especially because we have just 1 minute time to prepare. And if you start writing the entire sentence, you are going to be really struggling with extending the responses. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to plan two things. First, I want you to prepare the ideas and just write the key notes from there. Only the words that summarizes the entire meaning. For example, it can be day of parents' birthday. You can say that I would love to talk about a time when I visited zoo with my family members. It's a central zoo that's located in Jawlak Hill in Kathmandu city, which is the capital of Nepal. The reason I visited the zoo was because I was a child back then. I was probably 14 and it was my birthday. And due to the fact that it was my birthday, my parents had taken a day off and we decided to go to the zoo for a dry picnic. I remember that it was a fantastic day and probably one of the best birthdays that I have had. Now, just with these 3 to 4 points, I was able to extend the answers and make a longer one. If we jump to the second point, it says what the place looked like. Now, previously I told you about how writing smaller point is really necessary. Now I'll suggest something different. Another thing that you can do while you're writing notes is that you can plan for the best vocabularies that you can use. For example, if the question is what the place looked like, if you're going to say it was a huge, big, zoo, well managed, you can just replace that word with it was massive but organized perfectly. See, it's very important that we plan things, even the idioms and some uncommon vocabularies while we are writing the notes, because that's going to help us with coming up with those uncommon vocabularies while we are speaking. But if we do not plan them while we are taking the notes, we might just skip using them. The third question that we have is what you did there. Now, you might have done a lot of things, but it's not necessary for you to go and write, I did this, and this. You can just write points that will summarize it. For example, you can write animals, and you can say what are the different kind of animals that you saw. You can write boating, and you can even plan some idioms like I was on cloud nine when I was boating. So that you can use them to show the examiner that I can use some good idiomatic language while speaking. You can even write roller coaster rides. You can explain that later, but just write roller coaster rides, pictures, and you will be able to extend them while you're speaking. Let me give you an example. You can say something like to talk about what we did at the zoo exactly. The most important thing was that we looked at a lot of animals, mammals, reptiles, and a lot of different kind of animals at the zoo. I was surprised about the number of animals that were available there because I had expected it to be a small zoo, but it had more than 100 varieties of animals. Apart from that, we also went boating. My mother was not really okay with us going for boating because she found it to be a bit risky. However, we were able to convince her to go boating, and I was on cloud nine when we could finally convince her to go and ride the boat. Apart from that, we also took some pictures, and I still have those pictures hanging on my wall. So I would say that it was a day to remember. What I did was that I added some narratives behind the poems so that I could extend it. For example, rather than just saying that we saw a lot of animals there, I said that we saw mammals and we saw reptiles and we saw more than 100 varieties of animals there. See, we cannot literally prepare everything and we cannot write down everything. But what we can write is we can write words that will remind us to talk about animals. We can write words that will remind us to talk about boating and the experiences related to that. And we can also write vocabulary and idioms that would help us to increase our score. The last question that we have is say which animals you found particularly interesting. Like I had said before, you can say that the animals that I was very interested to observe were tigers. Because as a kid, I was into channels, the television channels like National Geography and Discovery, which showed scenes of hunting and animals from different parts of the world. The thing that I found to be particularly fascinating for me was the hunting process, how the predator would be chasing smaller, weak animals. And that scene was very scary for me, but still, I was really intrigued to watch it on the television. And that made me very keen to see tigers in my real life as well. That is why watching them, even though they were inside the cage, was like a dream come true for me. Now, if you see, I just had 3 or 4 points, but then I could make different stories out of it. So, I would just like to tell you that when you are preparing notes for speaking part 2, just remember that you will have to write words, not sentences, number 1. Number 2, you can plan vocabularies and idioms when you're writing notes because that's going to help you a lot while you're speaking because otherwise you might just miss out on that idiom or vocabulary. And because 25% of the score in the IELTS speaking test is carried by vocabularies, and idiomatic expression can help you to increase those score. So make sure that you plan these while you're writing the notes as well. And just remember this, that students think that the 1 minute preparation time is either to write notes. Some of the students believe that they just have to keep on writing things, and that's not correct. Some students believe that it's for preparation, so they just prepare mentally and they do not write anything on the notes. Both of that would be incorrect. The time is for you to prepare mentally, but when you're preparing, when you're thinking about new ideas, at the same time you're also jotting things down. You are neither just writing, neither just preparing mentally. You are doing both at the same time. You're thinking about ideas and you're quickly writing them down in a very bad handwriting, just so that you are the only person who is understanding that. And that's going to help you with extending your answers, and that note should be something you should be able to use when you are speaking. That will be available with you. You can look at the notes and speak while you are in the speaking test. So just take advantage of this opportunity and make sure that you prepare notes which can actually help you to extend your answers. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.